It was an 8-run inning that blew this one open. Between that and a solid outing from Rick Porcello, the Red Sox had no problem locking up their 11th win in the past 13 games. Welcome into the Boston Red Sox newsfeed post-game recap. I'm Alex Lebowitz reporting for CLNS, a leading online provider of audio-visual coverage for the Boston Red Sox. The reigning Cy Young winner made quick work of the Cards in the first inning, striking out the first two hitters he faced. In the bottom frame, the Sox strung together 4 consecutive hits. It started with an Andrew Benintendi single to extend his hitting streak to 9 games. Hanley Ramirez then hit a wall ball single as Benintendi went from first to third. After that, who else but Rafael Devers drove in the first run of the game with a single to left, making it 1-0 Boston. Xander Bogaerts would then reach base with an infield single. That loaded the bases, and the bases would stay loaded as Moreland ended the inning, grounding out to first. In the top of the third, St. Louis had an opportunity to score as Porcello walked back-to-back batters with 2 outs. But he would get out of the jam with a ground out to the hot corner. The Cardinals would threaten again in the top of the fourth. Paul DeJong would single to left, followed by a Dexter Fowler single to right. With runners on first and second, Yadier Molina hit a slow grounder to Devers at third. Devers tagged third, threw on to second to Nunez, who swiftly threw on to first for the rare 5-4-3 triple play. The first one put together by the Sox since 2011. The score would remain at 1-0 Red Sox up until the bottom of the fifth, when 10 consecutive hitters would reach base for Boston. They would end up scoring 8 times in the inning from 2 separate 2 RBI doubles from Ramirez and Sandy Leon, and 4 separate RBI singles hit by Bogaerts, Moreland, Bradley, and Nunez. St. Louis's starting pitcher Mike Leake would be taken out after giving up his 5th run. His final stat line, he went 4 1/3, giving up 9 hits and 8 earned runs, getting stuck with his 11th loss of the season. In the top of the 6th, the Cards responded the best they could, putting 3 runs on the board, 2 of which coming from a double hit by Fowler, and the third coming via a pinch hit single by catcher Carson Kelly, cutting the deficit to 6 runs. In the bottom frame, the Sox ended up loading the bases again, only to score on a walk drawn by Jackie Bradley Jr. to make it 10-3. The 7th was quiet as it was 6 up, 6 down. That would be the last inning of work for Rick Porcello. Besides his 7 innings of work, he gave up 3 earned runs on 8 hits while striking out 6. Good for his 7th win of the season. Joe Kelly would come in relief in the 8th inning, only to give up a run. Paul DeJong hit an RBI infield single, making it 10-4, and that would end up being the final score as the Sox bounced back, improving their record to 68-51. 5 different players had multiple hits for the Red Sox, and 7 different players drove in at least a run. Boston and St. Louis are back in action tomorrow night when they'll conclude their 2-game series at Fenway. Lance Lynn will be on the bump for the Cards, while Erod goes for the Red Sox. This has been Alex Lebowitz for CLNS.